Good morning, YouTube. Welcome to the Reptile Barn. I'm just going to jump right into it. I have seen the error of my ways, and I want to tell you guys several reasons why ball pythons actually kind of suck. Okay? Reason number one, I can just reach right in and pick him up, as long as he's not stuck on his water bowl. See that? See how easy that was? He is not biting me. Just the animal interaction here was safe. This is a calm, friendly, socialized animal, and it's boring. Who wants that? You guys have probably all seen the videos where people are like putting their hands in the alligator mouth and pulling it back out, and they put their head in there, and then the alligator chomps down on them, right? That is an ideal animal interaction. You want your animals that are going to be in your home to be dangerous. You want them to be unfriendly. You want them to not trust people. Ball pythons do not check any of those boxes. They are just a very calm and peaceful animal. They are small enough that they pose no danger to humans. They're good with kids. This is just, I can't stress enough how much your animals should be more like, a giant Komodo dragon or large monitor, something with venom, the people who are free handling cobras and things like that. That is what you want in your reptile, okay? That is reason number one why ball pythons kind of suck. Reason number two, ball pythons are extremely diverse. You hear people talking all the time about you only like ball pythons because they come in all those amazing colors and patterns. You don't like the animal itself. You just like, how unique they all are. You've got, these awesome GHI combos and combos that are so complex I don't even know what it is. You've got clowns that are super popular and everybody loves them. Bananas that everyone said, oh, they were so overpriced. It's just because they had so much gorgeous color in them. Who likes that? You should probably stick with animals that have one color palette, hopefully just like a nice dull brown. Ball pythons, it's not just the colors, it's the patterns too. And you can kind of endlessly mix and match. You can get them just pretty much any color you want. And yes, they're adorable. They're absolutely beautiful. They're breathtaking, but they're just too diverse. And as everybody knows, diversity is a weakness that should be avoided at all costs. And that is reason number two why ball pythons kind of suck. And reason number three why ball pythons are just not a good animal to have and you should definitely avoid them. They are extremely hardy and tough. Ball pythons, first off, can pretty much thrive in a wide variety of enclosures that are commonly used in the hobby, from big custom enclosures to, real traditional glass tanks like this, rack systems. They do really well in all these things. They don't really need to eat that often once they're adults, so they're really, convenient pets, which is boring. They're very, very, very tolerant of a wide range of substrates, and even within reason temperatures. You're probably never going to have to take it to the vet its entire life. If you want to stick out and really show that you're a true reptile lover, you should go for a pet that if anything goes wrong, it's going to keel over dead. The power goes out, your animal's dead. You feed it barely the wrong size food, it's dead. It's going to get impacted easily. All these things, that is what you should go for if you really want people to know that you're a serious keeper. If you just want to be a sellout, go with the crowd, get a ball python. But if you want something that is cool and unique, that you need to show that it's extremely ridiculously difficult to keep in captivity. And that will help you stand out. Definitely a fourth reason to just stay away from ball pythons is they have a really, really wide range of prices that you can get into ball pythons with. If you wanted just a real beginner, I know that's a controversial term, but your first pet, and you know you have your budget, you've saved up, you're ready to go, you have the enclosure, and you're like, I can only spend $200 on the snake. Well, there's a ball python for you. You know, if you are like, man, there's this morph that I've been wanting for ages and ages, and it costs thousands of dollars, but that's what I'm gonna do. There's a ball python for you. You know, these breeders who hate ball pythons, they have good reason. You know, they are breeding. It depends on what they're breeding. Maybe there's someone who produces tens of thousands of corn snakes for like $12 each. That's a real breeder. You know, maybe it's somebody who they are selling their Boelen's pythons that they have just decided are worth like, you know, $1 million, and they're gonna charge that, and they're like, I'm a real breeder. You know, you ball python people are all over the place. You've got something for everyone. You know, you got to just buckle down and really know what you want. Don't have a wide range. Ball pythons are far too flexible in this hobby. You know, there's something for literally everyone, which means no one's gonna be special. And having reptiles is all about showing how special you are, not about picking the animal you really love, right? That is the fourth reason the ball pythons just ain't it. Reason number 5. Look behind me. Ball pythons are convenient pets for, you know, apartment living, modern living. You know, ball pythons are not that big. They're not super active. They're kind of a lower energy animal. So they fit well in a smaller space. You know, a 40-gallon tank works well. You really want to show when you're keeping reptiles that you're like people who keep horses, you know, or you have to have an entire pasture in order to really keep your animal well. You know, I've got young kids. Where we live is very important, but what you really should prioritize is, you know, you got to live in Southern Florida so you can keep all your animals outdoors. Or, you know, you're keeping crocodilians, and so you've got all these gigantic heated ponds. That's what it's all about. You want people to come and be like, holy crap, this reptile keeper is loaded. And ball pythons just don't do that. You know, they don't pop that way. So, you know, if you want your status to go up with the animals that you keep, just avoid ball pythons, all right? And the last thing, guys, the last reason, and this to me is the biggest one by far, everybody knows and whines about how many ball pythons there are. They are highly, highly available. Everywhere you go, you can find ball pythons of all different, you know, morphs and stuff. And we all know that if a huge number of people like something, appreciate something, think that it's wonderful, they want to have it in their life, it probably isn't worth having, right? I mean, just that seems logical to me. You really should be aiming for a reptile where there's like 3 breeders in the entire world, and they might produce like 4 per decade. They are extremely elitist. They never answer emails. They're impossible to get a hold of. And that is how you can show that you're really exclusive, because reptile keeping is about status. It's not about love for the animals, right? If it were, then these lovable, adorable ball pythons would probably be it, but it's not. So just avoid them, all right? So there you have it. That is my 6 reasons. I think that was 6. There could probably be more. Why ball pythons just kind of suck, and you should avoid them. Find something else. You know, I hope that I've given you good reasons to avoid them. You know, we breed them, I know, but hopefully we'll be able to find something better for us, because they just aren't that cool. So that is all, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Until next time, we are the Reptile Barn.